I was thinking maybe Hammam is going to be maybe second or third. Bro, Daniel first, Jake second, Robert third. Bro, I thought people would watch and be a bit soft.
It's a non-Muslim audience.
Bro, no one's buying it.
I thought,
you know, he got a bit emotional. He was going to cry, yeah? I thought maybe there might be some people there who are emotional.
Yeah.
No, but people thought, what a wimp. What? It's a little boy.
A coward.
Yeah, he's a coward. That's what he is. So exactly. And nobody bought it. You was right at the bottom. Okay, that's what he deserved, which is the Hammam.
Do you want to speak with confidence like these amazing personalities? Every single one of these amazing speakers have taken the same program with Brother Muhammad Arshad.
Muhammad Arshad has helped develop all of us.
It's extremely beneficial to do this course.
Definitely recommend this course.
To access the free, life-changing training now.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. So this is another reaction video to one other part of the debate that happened today between Brother Daniel, Jake, Robert and Rashid Hammam, yeah? So we're going to watch this inshallah, and this is the crux of the matter when it comes to the Trinity and why people in the millions in the West have left Christianity. This is the crux of the matter, and I believe if Patrick's watching this, I think when he invites you to the table of the Christian and a Jew, this should be the main fundamental thing, because this is what people are lacking. This is the crux of the matter. So let's watch it inshallah, where Daniel here made a very valid point.
Consistent theology. Sunnis and Shias, they all agree on monotheism. God is one. He is not like anything. They agree on the Quran. Yeah, there can be some theological differences and nuances between different schools, but there's not the same kind of disparity or variance between Christian sects and this idea of the Trinity, which frankly no one can understand. Like, what does it mean to be three in one?
Let me respond to that. My brother is mentioning divisions between Catholics and Protestants. If I go back, there are divisions among the followers, the disciples of Muhammad, the Sahaba themselves. They killed each other.
Okay, one
He
second.
couldn't defend himself, could he?
Look, he couldn't, yeah? So this is what Rashid Hammam doesn't understand, okay?
Yes.
That's why his arguments belong to the Hammam, which is the toilet, yeah? No, I'll tell you why. Listen. Look what Daniel said. Daniel said, look, he's talking about the Trinity. It does not make sense, okay? That's why they are afraid to even talk about it.
You're right.
At all.
Absolutely.
Can you imagine me
Absolutely.
at any cost avoiding talking about Allah and His oneness? I'm like, no, I don't want to go there.
He's right,
It shows how insecure you are. Now, Daniel says something very interesting.
Yes.
You look at all the sects in Islam, yeah? There is certain things that we have in common when it comes to the doctrine, yeah?
Yes.
Allah is one. The Prophet ﷺ is the final messenger.
That's right.
The Quran is the final kitab.
That's right.
You're equating that with the Sahaba that fought each other. Did they fight each other on Tawheed? Did they say, no, Allah is 3 in 1? And they said, no, Allah is one only. No, Allah is 4 in 1. Allah is 2 in 1. Their fight.
So their retort may be, just to play devil's advocate, and I
Yes.
think he did kind of mention this, but he said it incorrectly because he's a fool, actually. I overestimated him. I thought he'd
Of
come
course,
with
why
some...
did you not call him Rashid Hammam?
Yeah, absolutely. Because he was saying
He needs to go to Hammam.
there was a difference among the scholars in early Islam. He mentions it somewhere, whether or not the Quran is created or eternal. Actually, it wasn't about the eternality of the Quran or the created nature. It was about whether it's harf and salt, whether it's letters and sounds versus if it was created. And yes, the whole qidam of it was something which is a subsidiary issue, but he misrepresented the theological discussion. But going back to the point, if you look at the major theological discussions that happened in early Islam, they never concerned who was God. Who? Yes. The question is, who is God?
Exactly.
I mean, it's not even about what does God do, how does God do what He does, how do we describe God. We're talking about the who-ness of God.
Exactly.
And Jake does a very, very good job, and so does Daniel in presenting this point. But the fact is, and Jake mentioned this, it took them up until the 4th century to crystallize the co-equality and co-eternality of the 3 persons of the Trinity.
Exactly.
And that, if it was self-evident, why did it take that long? They couldn't respond. And you can see here Rashid Hammam, when he was particularly
Hammam.
whatever his name is, when he was asked about that question, he went straight to the Muslims fighting in the early days. What's that got to do with the Trinity here?
Exactly.
Why are you running away? This is cowardice. You can see the coward. He is a coward.
Yes.
He is an absolute coward. Why don't you face the main thing about your religion? One of the differences between Islam and Christianity is the Trinity.
Exactly.
One of the biggest differences.
Of course.
And the moment it's mentioned, you run away.
Exactly.
You are a coward. That means you know deep down you can't defend your position.
Exactly.
Wallahi, that's what that means. It means deep down you can't defend that position. You are a coward. They're both cowards. As soon as the Trinity comes up, which is the main difference, and in fact, that does have creedal disproven implications. That one does have it.
Yeah.
If you disprove the Trinity, you disprove of all of Christianity.
Exactly.
That one does have it.
And yes, exactly. And another point which we need to mention as well is that you need to understand the rhetoric that they're coming with, which I was shocked that how it backfired on them, because they were coming with this whole rhetoric of Islam is violent inherently and da. And we've been hearing this for the past, like I've been a Muslim for 10 years, but before that I think they've been talking about it as well. For the past 20 years, their main argument is what? Islam is inherently violent.
Can you imagine? That's their strongest argument.
Can you imagine, bro? Yeah. Now, and that's the reason why he keeps going to that. The Sahaba. That's why he went to it.
Yeah.
But you know what's very profound, Aki?
People don't care anymore.
That didn't work. Like he was about to even cry. I saw one moment like you're gonna play like violin, when you was thing, It didn't work because you look like if we look at it, Aki, what is one of the main reasons people are coming to Islam? Tawheed, yes.
Yeah,
the fact that it is intolerant, yes, because there's so much tolerance.
Boundaries.
It has boundaries. People respect it. Even Patrick, Patrick even admits these certain things. The point is what? Your arguments are not working anymore. Islam being inherently violent, which is false, but let's go with the argument's sake. How does that make Islam false?
Yeah.
How does it make Islam false? All these efforts you put in, the ex-Muslims, the Christians, the hate preachers, the Zionists, all of them together, Islam is this, Islam is that, for 10 years. And imagine after that 10 years, imagine you're going to war and you're going with one specific weapon. And
your strongest argument.
Your strongest argument. And guess what? People are coming to Islam
for that very reason.
And for that, bro, you can't, bro. This is, to me, it increases my faith in Islam, because it's like you were attacking Islam with this one weapon. Now that weapon is a reason why people come into Islam. And to me, to see this guy crumble, cry, this happened, this story, this kind of,
it wasn't winning. It wasn't working.
I can do the same. When I came to Islam, how I was disowned, my family, all this kind of stuff. Bro, I don't need to, man. I don't need to talk about that. Let's talk about Tawheed. So you can see the moment we speak and the moment the brothers spoke about Tawheed and Trinity, they were terrified. And what would they keep going back to? Islam is inherently violent. That is the only thing they have, and it is not working anymore. It's gone blunt. It's gone blunt. And let's look at the polls. Let's look at the polls.
He's right.
I look at the poll that they done, not from us. It's not from us. It's from
I didn't conduct that. I didn't conduct that. Patrick conducted that one.
Exactly.
I think Patrick conducted that one.
I was thinking maybe Hammam is going to be maybe second or third. Bro, Daniel first, Jake second, Robert third. Bro, I thought people would watch and be a bit soft.
It's a non-Muslim audience.
Bro, no one's buying it.
No one's buying it.
You know, he got a bit emotional. He was going to cry, I thought maybe there might be some people there who were emotional. No, but people thought, what a wimp. What? It's a little boy.
A coward.
Yeah, he's a coward. That's what he is. So exactly. And nobody bought it. You was right at the bottom. Okay, that's what he deserved, which is the hammam. Okay, right at the bottom. So all I'm going to say is I'm going to flush this argument for Rashid Hammam because he's in the toilet. I mean, that's it. And I believe, Patrick, if you invite hijab, the focal point of the discussion at hand should be Tawheed. We are proud of our religion. We listen. We don't sugarcoat. We don't follow the scriptures under the bus. We don't follow prophets under the bus. To us, it's Tawheed.
It's not fables, is it?
No,
we wouldn't call our books fables.
Never. And guess what? The fact that we are like that, this is why people are flocking to Islam. Alhamdulillah. Okay, and that's what we're going to say from Muhammad Hijab, alidawah to Rashid Hammam. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.